Hello, Fortnite gamers and gamerettes. We're gonna be talking about Fortnite today. Fortnite's got into some legal actions recently, and we're gonna go into what's going on and why it's happening. Let's get started. So on August 13th, which is the day I am recording this, Fortnite has, well, not Fortnite, Epic. It has announced that they are going to actually take legal actions upon the upon Google and Apple for pulling their game off of the off their app store. Now, for the reason why they're doing it is because, like, I think today as well, like they just did it recently. I don't know if it was today, but they did it recently. Fortnite changed the pricing of V-Bucks, and they actually decreased the price overall, just like for buying V-Bucks. I don't know the specifics of everything, but I know that the minimum you can buy, like the cheapest you can buy, is 1,000 V-Bucks. It used to be $10, and now it is $8. So it's a good thing for us as a consumer because it's cheaper for us to buy more V-Bucks, and maybe it gives a little bit of incentive to little Timmy over here to take mommy's credit card and buy 2 packs of V-Bucks because it's cheaper. But that is also the reason why it is now off of the app stores. Yeah, after they did this, Apple and Google took the game off of the stores, and they did it because they they saw Epic as basically breaking the rules of their guidelines and their like terms of service or whatever for having like an app on their store. And in all honesty, I have to call bullshit on this. Like it's like when you look at Epic's reason, you can clearly see it's like that does sound like the more legitimate reason why. So because of this, Epic is actually deciding to sue Apple and to sue Google as well, and they're doing it because they don't like how the game was taken off the site. Like they don't like how it's taken off the app stores, and they're fighting for it basically. And the reason they're doing it is they're doing it for different reasons for both of the sites. But in my I look at Apple and I see why they're doing it, and I look at Google. I was like, you have a little like weaker argument, but I could see why Apple's argument is a lot better. So the reason they're doing it for Apple is because they're basically claiming Apple as a monopoly. And for all you small children out there, a monopoly it's basically a company. Like it's when one company has exclusive like control over one form of like supply. So they're seeing it as that because the fact that they changed the pricing for their V Bucks, right? Which is like the thing that it's the only thing that makes them money is them people buying the V Bucks. But now because they made it cheaper to buy, Apple wasn't happy about that, and they took it off the website. And you look at that, and when I told you the definition of the monopoly earlier, you could kind of piece two and two together. It's like maybe that's more the reason why, and not for the reason I'm going to explain in a minute. The reason they're suing Google is a little bit more. It's a little bit of a weaker argument, I'll say. It's because they're basically attacking the motto of "Don't be evil," and I can see that too. They're taking a game off the store because of a price change from $10 to $8. Like I get it. You're a big fucking company, but it's a little fucking ridiculous that you're doing this, in my opinion. Like seriously, like I get it. I never run a company. I have no idea like anything about like running a multi-billion-dollar company or whatever. But the fact that you take something off because its prices are slightly cheaper is ridiculous, especially when you're looking at Fortnite, one of the biggest games in the world, and something that is literally like worth billions of dollars now. It's insane. Like it's not going to make them less money. If anything, it's going to make them more money. Apple and Google made statements about reasonings why they say that they took it off the app stores. They say it because of the fact that all they say is that it's violating their policies, their guidelines and whatever, and it kind of feels like bullshit to me. And again, I feel like it's more of a money aspect and not a fucking guidelines aspect. Like if you, the fact that you remove Fortnite of all things for a guideline reason is ridiculous. Like I feel like that's a stupid move by Apple and Google because I feel like that's a big thing on their app store that makes them a lot of money. It's the fact that they pay. I'm sure like Apple gets a sum of their money because it's using their platform. But now that they got the prices for the V-Bucks lowered, it's it's now changed. Like it's changed their income. I think the thing that made them really mad was the fact it was what they did with the direct payment. I didn't mention this earlier, and I should have, but Apple chose, not Apple, Epic chose to add a direct payment option for mobile users, where basically you could choose to either pay Apple through the App Store itself, or you can choose to directly pay Epic for the V Bucks. And Apple kept the older prices, and obviously Epic has the cheaper prices. And they see it as, well, the kids are gonna be like, well, why would I spend $10 when I could spend $8? It'd be so much cheaper. And that's the reason why they're mad, is because of their decision to do that. And they probably did it just because they didn't want to break the terms and services. So they decided to give people two options. But I guess now that people aren't choosing, that now people have a choice, either pay the App Store or pay Epic themselves. The two companies, Google and Apple, are very unhappy about that. All right, now it's time to defend one of them. And in all honesty, I'm on Epic's side. I think it's kind of stupid that they took it off the App Store, and it's because of the reasoning. They did it because of the money, and it's clear they did it because of the money, because they're being very discreet about why they took it off the store. They're just saying, oh, they break guidelines or whatever. They didn't review it by us. They don't fucking care about guidelines. They care about what makes them money. And now that Fortnite is making them less money, they're a little bit angry about that, and it's a little stupid. And again, that's why I think their argument against Apple is a lot better, because they're seeing Apple as being a potential monopoly, which is, in all honesty, Apple is so big now. It's like one of the most. It has so many things like in technology, and you really could call it a monopoly if you really wanted to. And seeing it remove Fortnite from the game, like the store, really puts into perspective the fact that maybe it is the more of like lack of control. So they're like, if we can't control something completely, then we're just gonna not control it at all. We're just gonna go find something else that can make us money. Google's a little bit weaker. I can kind of, I don't really see their argument for Google that much, but I do see it for Apple, and I do support I do support Epic for that choice. And I just think it was stupid overall for them to take it off the App Store. That's probably a thing that got them a lot of fucking money, because Fortnite is very, very popular, and even though it's a free game, people spend thousands of dollars on that game just so they can have their cool little bunny rabbit skin or whatever. Alright, who cares about this shit anymore? It's all stupid business crap. Okay, bye.